If you were living under a gigantic rock and cut off from the rest of us nerds, you might have heard of, if not seen, an episode of The Rings of Power and its massive scale of production. Combining the wonderful world of Tolkien with Amazon's mammoth video streaming platform, what else could we hope for? In this video, we'll talk about 16 Lord of the Rings of Power behind-the-scenes facts. At number 16, scripts were redacted to keep the secrecy. When scripts for the season finale were sent out, large chunks of the material were redacted. The cast was able to see only the first 3 episodes together, but watch the rest as they aired, which essentially means they too had no clue how the series would end. Cast member Cynthia Adai Robinson, who plays the role of Queen Regent Muriel, claimed that watching the first 3 episodes together was such a treat because they're all fans of each other, so watching her friends embody their characters on screen was just something special. For number 15, the cast couldn't reveal their involvement in the show. Making a show as big as LOTR, The Rings of Power, naturally takes twice the time and effort as any other show. Making this one took about 2 years, where most of the shooting took place in New Zealand. During this entire time, the cast had to zip their mouths shut and keep mum about their involvement in the show. Imagine not being able to say a thing about starring in one of the most highly expected shows this year. Let's take a look at number 14 with Leon Wadham. Sometimes life can come full circle, and that's exactly what happened to Leon Wadham, who plays the character of Keeman. The young actor is originally from Wellington, New Zealand, where the original Lord of the Rings was shot. This means that he must have been in primary school when he witnessed the movies being made in his hometown, and now he can't believe he's in a Tolkien story himself. The actor said it felt completely bananas. For number 13, we have secrets woven inside the set design. Building an entire world to be featured in a show is one thing, but building multiple worlds across many realms is on a completely different level. Numenor was basically created on a dirt patch in the back of the studios, and the set has plenty of features that have been woven intricately into the environment. Leon Wadham says you could only see those things if you were actually looking for them. The massively scaled show is set over 3,000 years before the events of The Lord of the Rings took place, so it makes sense for us to see many different aspects. At number 12, it took days to shoot the boat burning scene. Apparently, it took a total of 4 days to shoot the memorable scene where Keeman was seen attempting to burn down the boats at the harbor of Armenolos. What led him to actually go through with this plan and decide to do what he did? Leon Wadham shed some light on his character and clarified that it was a completely wild decision, one that he took right off the bat since he had had very little sleep. We guess this is very different from when we impulse order electronics on Amazon at 3 in the morning, but we kinda get it. Moving on to number 11 with the most fun co-star. With such a busy schedule of non-stop shooting, the cast members must also want to let loose and just relax on their days off, right? Apparently, actor Benjamin Walker, who stars as the High King Gil-galad, really likes his time away from shooting and is the most fun at a bar. With a deadpan expression, the actor claimed that, like his character, he too has many facets. At number 10, Benjamin Walker wore a corset for his scenes. Looking at the High King Gil-galad, you really wouldn't be able to tell that he wears a corset to play his character. While he admits it's super uncomfortable, he also says that he can't complain and empathizes with the fact that women had to wear them out of necessity for years. According to him, when he puts the corset on, despite the pinching, it really does make him feel like the king. And honestly, we love the fact that he's such a good sport about all of this. For number 9, it's Gil-galad's concern for Elrond. If you thought Gil-galad was mean to Elrond, Benjamin Walker would strongly disagree with you. He doesn't think he's mean to Elrond, and being thousands of years older, he jokingly claimed that he doesn't think it's a big deal. According to him, a good leader is meant to bring out the best in those who serve under them, and that's what Gil-galad is trying to do with Elrond. Whether Elrond sees his potential or not, Gil-galad does, and that's why he's striving to put him in a position where he can become the best version of himself, almost like a concerned parent. Let's take a look at number 8 with a funny incident. Comic-Con is a paradise for all fantasy and superhero lovers and can often lead to some rather interesting encounters for celebrities. We all know by now that Ben Walker plays Gil-galad in The Rings of Power, and he revealed that he had a fun moment right before he was scheduled to appear at Comic-Con. Apparently, while getting a coffee a day before, someone called out to him, not using his character's name, but Gil-gadaddy instead, and we gotta admit that's a pretty clever play on words. Ben recalled the incident on the day of Comic-Con and said if the person is here, they totally made his day. At number 7, did you know Bronwyn has probably seen your fan art? If you're one of those people who have been shipping Arondir and Bronwyn and makes fan art featuring the two, then there's a good chance Nazanin Boniadi, who plays Bronwyn, has seen your work. She herself is a big fan of all the fan art people have been making of #Aronwyn and claimed that seeing the love the audience has for their characters feels absolutely surreal. She also said that she felt an immediate connection with Cruz Cordova, who plays Arondir, and they quickly bonded over career parallels. Moving on to number 6, with Nazanin's stunt training. Some actors really take their commitment up several notches and spend months preparing for any given role. That's exactly what Nazanin Boniadi did, and spent a hell of a lot of time undergoing stunt training to learn all that she needed to do before they actually began filming. She claimed that it was incredibly fun to learn to slay the orcs, and it sure looks like she really enjoyed her time during filming. And number 5, we have Cynthia's fangirl moment. If you thought celebrities were above feeling giddy and starstruck, you couldn't be more wrong. Apparently, Cynthia Adai Robinson had her own fangirl moment when she first laid eyes on Morfydd Clark in Galadriel armor. She claimed she loved the fact that Patrick McKay and J.D. Payne, along with the writers, were able to get the two women in the same room and create a meeting of the minds. We don't blame you, Cynthia. We'd also probably lose our minds seeing Morfydd Clark in all that badass armor. Following up with number 4, and a moving performance. As Cynthia Adai Robinson mentioned earlier, all the cast members are big fans of each other, and Sarah Zwangobani is no different. The actor who plays the role of Marigold Brandyfoot said that she was so moved by her co-star Daniel Wayman's silent performance that she actually started crying. Daniel played the character of the elusive stranger, and according to Zwangobani, he was phenomenal to work with. She saw him perform each day with no dialogue, but conveyed so much depth and meaning with his performance that she was deeply impacted by it. And number 3, they used clever tricks to create illusions. Fantasy films and TV shows need to tackle a number of issues quite cleverly in order to depict things that don't really exist in the real world. One of these things was the difference between the heights of the stranger and the Harfoot. How did they ultimately achieve that? It's quite simple actually. They used forced perspective with the camera work to create an illusion. Pretty smart, right? For number 2, no one recognized Daniel Wayman as the stranger. Apparently Daniel's transformation as the stranger was quite a jarring one, because he claims that people who had known him for over 40 years didn't even recognize him. The actor said that they would just walk past him whenever he had that beard, despite the fact that it was his own hair and beard. Finally, at number 1, we have news about Season 2. After the massive success of Season 1 and how well it's been received, we'll let you know that Season 2 is about to start filming as well. For now, this is all we're willing to share about the upcoming season. That's a wrap for this video. Do you have any thoughts about these behind-the-scenes facts? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.